everyone, welcome back to my channel, Raggy Plants. This is your girl Emily, and for today's video, I want to talk about notebooks. So I'm going to insert a photo here of what my notebooks look like. Over the years, like everybody else, I have accumulated a stupid amount of notebooks. So, and it's just one of those things where, like, you know, like you go to Target at the dollar spot and you see all these great notebooks, or you go to Home Goods, or you go to Hobby Lobby, or just wherever, you know, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, and you see like all of these super awesome notebooks, and you're like, oh look, this notebook's only $3.99. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. And then what happens? It is a pile. It just literally gets thrown to the wind, and it's in a pile. You maybe use a couple of pages of it. You maybe even use half of it. But regardless, you still continue to buy notebooks. And you just buy them. So the other night I was in bed, couldn't sleep as usual. And so I started watching YouTube videos, and I found one, hey, what to do with all your notebooks. And so I started watching it, and I think I watched like 4 videos. And at about 1:30 in the morning, I got up and took a photo. Well, first of all, I got up and I dug out all of my notebooks. Now, granted, I have only been in this house for about 6 months. So I had to like go through boxes, and I found at least 30 notebooks. Some of them were used, some of them I made, some of them I decorated, some of them I got from previous jobs, whatever. But I found at least 30 notebooks that were not all used. So what I did was I kind of took those videos, and I'll link the videos that I watched that kind of got me motivated below. Shout out to Nicole Moon, Megan Weller, and Grow with E. I loved your guys' videos, so I will be sure to link those in the show notes here. But I came basically out of those videos. I have 25 different ways that you can use your journal, or notebooks, whatever you want to call them. And for me, I will be using and doing 6 of these. 2 of them I'm already doing, and so what I'll do is I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that I leave in the show notes what those 25 things are, so that way you guys can, like, you know, definitely take a look at them, as well as I'm going to tell you guys which ones I'm going to be using. So for the first journal that I want to talk about is just a regular day journal. So this is my happy planner. It's a horizontal happy planner that I have, classic size, and I do quite a bit of journaling and also a little bit of memory keeping in here. But like, if you want to just kind of take a look, the reason why I love this planner is because if I want to decorate it, I can. If I don't, I won't. So like this week here, I decorated, but if we look to the next month, this one's not. So like, if I want to decorate them, I will, but if I don't, I'm not going to, basically. I absolutely love this planner. It's an 18-month. So this is my baby right here. I write in this every single day. I also have a habit tracker for it. But I also do keep my life in pixels in it as well. So my mood tracker is also in here. So it's really nice to be able to kind of have it all in one for how I'm feeling for the day, as well as what my mood is. So that is the first way that you can use a notebook or a journal, or even a planner if you have an extra one. Daily journaling is very important to sustainable and healthy living for mental health. So there you go. The second way that I'm going to be using a journal, and this is my second journal that I'm going to be using, is for journal prompts. So I don't know about you guys, but I have 2 boards on Pinterest that I actually need to combine with journaling prompts. And considering my background, so I used to be so into creative writing when I was younger. I did creative writing classes at the local community college, and then also, and that was like in my younger days when I was like 10 and 11. I used to write fan fiction back in the day. I'm not going to tell you what kind or who it was about. We're not even going to get into that because it's kind of embarrassing. But I also was a journalism major when I was in college. I wanted to be the next big thing to write for the Wall Street Journal and tell a story and then write my memoir and all this other stuff. It didn't happen that way. I work in insurance, but whatevs. But anyway, all of these awesome journaling prompts, I think, that are on Pinterest I'm actually going to be putting in here. One of which I'm actually going to be starting is really telling your story and telling your journey. So I'm really excited to start this. And then I had bought this journal at Target, and it was meant to be a couple's bucket list. But me and my husband, we got 3 pages in. No, wait a minute. We got 4 pages in to a travel bucket list. Fail. It did not work. So this has been shelved for about 2 years now. So I'm definitely really excited to start journaling in this for just like little prompts to really start to tell my story. So I'm really excited for this one. So that is what I'm going to be using for that one. The next one that I want to showcase is actually a smash book. I'm going to be putting up a video about smash books because I found all of them. I don't know if you guys remember what smash books are, but they were basically a book of really awesome stationery from K&C Company. And so they look like this, and they had like these really awesome hardbound covers. When the idea kind of faded, I went to Joann's and I bought like 8 of them for like $2 a piece, plus all of the accessories. So my next video, I'm going to go through like just kind of like that whole smash craze and show you guys what my smash books look like. But for this smash book, I will actually be doing a book journal. So I am challenging myself to read 10 books this year. I know it's not a big number, but I challenged myself to do it last year and I did 6. And considering how busy I was between work and moving across the country and traveling, and like me and my husband, we went to Disney World and Disneyland last year. Plus we made a cross country trip to come back from Arizona to Iowa, and then we moved back to Iowa. So for the fact that I got 6 books done, on top of finding new jobs, working 80 hours a week or 80 hours every 2 weeks. Anyway, this is really exciting. So basically, I'm going to be taking a look, where we'll just basically every time I finish a book, just copying taking a picture and putting it in here, and then just on a note card, how did I feel about the book? What did I like about it? What didn't I like about it? What date did I finish the book? Which is going to be really important. So that is what this journal is going to be used for. And I think it would be really nice too to kind of look back and see like what you've read and kind of like how you felt about books and like what you want to maybe reread and things like that. I'm also going to be putting a list of books that I want to read. So, and that list is like 60 long. So YouTube video coming up about just this individual journal, definitely. And then also about all my other smash books that I do have. So that's what we have there. The next one I'm going to be doing is another one kind of like with challenges. So last year, me and my husband challenged ourselves to watch 50 new movies. We watched 46. So 46 movies that we had both never seen before. I'll share that challenge as well later, but kind of to go along with that, I'm actually going to also be doing a journal for movies. So basically, again, getting a picture off the internet of the movie poster, posting it in here, also with a note card to say, hey, what did you think about this movie? Maybe even the ticket stubs. All of that will definitely go in here. I am really excited about this one too because I am a huge movie buff. Actually, when I'm done recording today, I'm going to be doing a Twilight marathon because those are my jam. So that will be what this smash book is for. Really excited. And again, all of the good stuff is in here with all the really awesome cardstock. So that's another one that I'm going to be doing. The next one, and I just put it somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. Where did I put it? Oh my gosh. It's my memory keeper. Oh, there it is. Hold on one second. Okay. So the next one, memory keeper. So, I have notebooks and I've seen other people like do like memory keeping and bullet journals and things like that. I don't want to do that. So, I have my memory keeper here. It's HP or Happy Planner. It's a big, basically what I'm going to be doing with this is, calculating like all my memories. So I've already put in like the best of 2018. That's like the only part that I have finished in here. But what I'm going to be doing actually this afternoon during my Twilight Marathon is actually pre-decorating my memory keeper. So that way I can just put in pictures and do write-ups. So that's going to be my plan, but that's another notebook idea. You can, you know, if you have another notebook, maybe like this one that I have, that I actually already showed you guys, you know, you can memory keep in something like this and just write down like daily memories, or, you know, if you think, oh, you know what, that one time we went to the lake, find some photos, you can put it in here. So that's another way that you can use your journal, but I'm actually just going to be using my Happy Planner memory keeper. The last way that you can use a notebook, this one I think is probably my favorite, is letters. So I've said in previous videos, I've been in and out of therapy for like the last like 10 years, 10, 15 years almost. And something that my last therapist actually really made me think about was writing letters to people, because I think a lot of the time we have some, you know, internal feelings about people and how they treat us, and you know, things that may happen between us and things like that. And sometimes we want to get those feelings out, but we don't necessarily want to tell the people because of, you know, some kind of fear that we may have, or insecurity, whatever. I find it very therapeutic to journal about things, but also having that direct thought to say, you know, I'm going to write this down and this is directly meant for this person. In no way, shape, or form do I ever think that you should maybe send these things to people, because some of it may be hurtful, or, you know, it could be, you know, how you truly feel, but you just don't really feel like you can say it out loud. I think having a place where you can write it and express yourself how you need to is very important. It's very therapeutic. And I know when I started doing it with writing letters to people, I feel like a very big weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. So this book in particular is what I use for letters. I've already written 4 to people that have been in my life that have either maybe hurt me, or people that I really appreciate and love, you know, and again, you know, it's very therapeutic for me, and that is another way that you can definitely use all of your notebooks. So those are the 6 ways that I'm going to be using some of my empty notebooks. Some of my other empty notebooks that I do have, I'm actually just going to be donating them. You know, I am all for, you know, letting somebody else have something of mine that I know that they're definitely going to use and get some type of use out of, and it's going to help them. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. I do have one book that I'm actually going to, 2 books that I'm actually going to be sending out to a couple of friends. But as for the other things that I have outside of those 6, you can always do a gratitude journal, where, you know, you write, you know, something that you're grateful for that day. A collage or creativity journals. Megan Weller actually has a really awesome journal that she actually purchased. It's basically like, you know, you're creating art in a book. I'm not an artist. I can't draw to save my life and whatever, but you know, that's definitely another way that you can do those. I know like Wreck This Journal is really popular. Or if you just, you know, need to get some type of creativity out, you need to draw something like that, that's another way to use a journal. A junk journal. So, you know, concert ticket stubs, you know, random receipts, you know, random tags that you're like, oh, this is a cool tag, I want to keep it, whatever. All of those random hodgepodge things, put in that journal. I think that's a great idea. I typically throw stuff away like that. So, well, not like the concert tickets or anything like that, but I typically throw away like tags and stuff like that, because like, I'm not going to use this. But if you see just like those random little tidbits that you're like, I want to keep, put that in your junk journal or keepsake journal. Another one is a lyric journal. You know, people have, you know, their favorite lyrics to songs and they want to always remember them. So, you know, definitely putting that in there. I also have people that do have their favorite songbooks, and they go online to, I think it's like Lyrics on Demand, and they'll write out all of the song lyrics, you know, for a song that they absolutely love. That's another one. A quotes journal. You know, all the quotes that motivate you, that you absolutely love, putting that in a notebook. A dream journal, when you have that really vivid dream and you want to find meaning behind it, writing it in there. An AM journal, which I actually think is really cool, because it's just a journal that you actually keep at your bedside, and the moment you wake up, you write something down. So I thought that was really cute. I'm pretty incoherent when I wake up in the morning. Like, I wake up and beeline for the coffee pot, because that's the first thing I usually do in the morning is make a cup of coffee. So I don't really think that's going to work for me, but that's another really awesome idea. an idea journal. If you have like just some random like thoughts that just kind of, you're like, ooh, I need to write this idea down, definitely do that. I would suggest though that if you do an idea journal, you want to like keep it on the go, something small like this, I think is going to definitely help with just like, this is lined paper. I don't know if you guys can't see that, can you? There you go. Anyway, so something like that I think would be good for that. An anger negativity journal. So not like a burn book from Mean Girls, but a book to where if you have a thought that you know you shouldn't say out loud, or you have something that you feel and you want to keep it in a place, a secret place even, put it in that journal. Again, the sooner you get it out, the better you feel. A happy or positivity journal, kind of like a gratitude journal, you know, things that make you happy, you know, and that, you know, keep you positive. Storytelling and creative writing, I think, are awesome. They have a lot of different like journal prompts about how to creative write, especially like if you want to creatively write on a fiction level. So I definitely think that that's another really good idea. Travel journal. Again, me and my husband tried it, didn't work. But when you actually do travel and you have like your plane ticket stub, a napkin from the airplane, you know, a random token from a train ride you took or something like that, put that all in a journal, you know, so that way you can have that keepsake. A journal for YouTube ideas and videos. I think that's a great idea. You know, especially if you're creating a lot of content. Like I know for myself, I probably wouldn't use one because I'm really only posting like 1 or 2 videos a week. But again, if that's something that you're obviously doing like all the time, and then you're out and about and you see something that you know you want to do a video on, again, have that little notebook ready and go ahead and get it done and write it down. Project ideas. I think that this one is more so linked to Pinterest. I know for myself, I love Pinterest, but at the same time, I hate it because I have all of these ideas, all of these things I want to do, but they just sit on the Pinterest board and I don't get it done. So, you know, if you do have that project idea, you know, or that Pinterest idea, print it out on a quick piece of paper, tape it in your notebook, so that way you have that place that you can go back and reference and look at it. Or just random project ideas that you may have on the go. Again, I recommend a small notebook for that. Work journal. So I think a work journal, and this is actually the last prompt, I think a work journal is awesome because sometimes, all depending on what your job is, your job can be stressful. I don't care what anyone says. Jobs are stressful. They always are. And it's one of those things where I think if you have a place to write down how you feel about work in that moment, I think it's going to help you be better and do better at your current job. I wish I would have done a work journal in my last position that I was in for 5 years. Maybe I would still be in that position, maybe not. Who knows? But I do think that a lot of the feelings of maybe, you know, the negative feelings and the pity and things like that I did feel in my last job, I think I would have been able to overcome those a little bit faster had I had a place to write it down while I was in the moment and at work. So I definitely would suggest that. So those are my ideas. I will post them in the little comment section on this video. As well as, you know, I'll link Nicole Moon, Megan Weller, and Grow with Ease videos. I'm reading from a piece of paper, by the way. So I'll be sure to link those in the show notes. But thank you very much for watching this video. Hit the like button if you like this, and hit the subscribe if you want to see more videos and content from me. I will say that so far in my journey, which has been about a little under a month, I now have 20 subscribers on YouTube and 132 followers on Instagram. I am so thankful for that. I'm definitely going to try and do more to, you know, post up a little bit more, especially on Instagram, and make sure that I'm bringing you guys quality content. So if there's anything that you definitely do want to see, as this channel is in its infancy, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day.